Hi. For episode 128 App of the Week, I'm demonstrating Speechnotes. This is powered by Google. The app costs you like $22 or $23 if you want a lifetime support, or you could do like $2 a month or something like that. I'll be showing that when we get into the app. For today's demonstration, I'm using my Samsung S21, and in the way of speech services, I am utilizing the Google Speech Services, and I believe it's variant voice number 5. I am on my home screen now and will navigate my way to the speech notes and get started and show you a quick overview of what the app can and cannot do.
Speechnotes.
Here is speech notes, and I'll tap here to activate.
Allow Speechnotes to record audio while using the app button out of pager.
The first thing we heard is permission, and we're being asked as to whether or not we would allow Speechnotes to access the recording. In other words, access our microphone. And so we have allow while using the app, and that's the one I want to choose. So you could choose not to allow it, but of course, if I choose not to allow it, then I'm not going to be able to use the app. So I'm going to tap on allow while using the app.
Speechnotes. Quick tips. Tap the mic to start dictating. Enable background dictation in preferences. Select dictation language by tapping the flag or the globe icons. Rename note by tapping its name. F1 F10 keys are customizable stamps. Use for common or hard to dictate texts. Try our widget directly on your home screen.
The first thing we heard is some tutorial or little tutorial on how to go about using the app. And of course, it sounds like this also can be used with your computer using your browser. We are therefore now in the menu eye of the app. And it does have several buttons, especially near the top part of the screen, and does have some buttons as well toward the bottom. Let me now take some time and navigate to these buttons and show you what we have. Starting from the top left corner, of course, we have a typical navigation drawer.
Open navigation drawer button.
We have that open navigation drawer there on the top left corner. Moving to the right and going rightward, we've got the following items.
Note 1.
Right there to the right of that open navigation drawer is a text string that says Note 1. Now I'm going to go right from here.
United States.
There's a button that says United States. Moving right,
Send.
we have Send. Next,
New.
New. Of course, that means if I tap here, I'll be opening a new note. Moving right,
More options button.
we've got More options. Now, that's the last button there on the top right corner. Now below, starting from the left below the navigation drawer, we have another set of buttons, and I'm going to start from that left one and going toward the right. Here's what we got.
Decrease font size button.
We got a button that says decrease the font size. So if you have some usable site and you'd like to either increase or decrease the fonts, that's how you go about doing that. Next button,
Increase font size button.
increase the font size. Next,
Font type button.
the font type, so whether you want to choose Arial or whatever, you tap here to go choose the type of fonts that you prefer. Next,
Toggle dark theme button.
toggle dark theme. So in other words, if you want to change it from light to dark theme, you tap here and choose the one you want. Next, the last button here on the right,
Toggle keyboard button.
toggle keyboard. So it means if you don't want to do voice dictation, you tap on that and that should bring up the keyboard for you to use the keyboard. Now let's go toward the bottom now and see what buttons we have here toward the bottom. I'm going to be starting from the left and just about 3/4 down from the middle of the phone from the left. Here's what we got.
Undo button.
We have the undo. So in other words, if you've dictated something or you've typed something, you could tap on that and it'll undo what you just did. Next,
Redo button.
there's a redo. So you could do that and it will redo what you just undid. Next button,
Copy all button.
copy all. And to the farthest right corner on the edge, we have
Click to start or pause speech recognition button.
click to start or pause the recognition. And that's the button that you tap on to start your voice dictation. Now below all of that row, we have
Tap here to remove ads.
something that says tap here to remove ads. Let's see how much this will cost us. Let's tap here.
Ads free and extra features including custom keys. Your contribution goes 100% to our developers. One time, only $22.99 for life recommended for most radio button, selected, one of two, in list, 2 items.
Or
7 days free, and then only $2.99 per month cancelable at any time, radio button, not selected, 2 of 2.
so you could try this for 7 days and don't forget to not cancel it because or you'll be charged for $2 thereafter. So if you just simply want to try it for 7 days, then you choose that and use it. And before the 7 days is up, if you don't want to pay for it, then you tap on unsubscribe. All right, let's go back now.
Quick tips. Tap the mic to start dictating. Enable background dictation in preferences. Select dictation language
Now,
by tapping the flag.
I want to go up to the open door navigation near the top left corner because we want to see what we have here. Usually things like settings and all of that is found here. So I'll put my finger down and tap on the navigation door found near the top left corner of the phone.
Open navigation drawer button.
Here we go.
Menu. Speech notes. Enjoy notes talking.
All right, I am now in the menu and let's go through the items that I found here in the menu. Putting my finger down, we encounter the following items.
New note.
There's new note.
Open note 3 period.
You could open an existing note.
Preferences.
We've got the preferences. We'll come back to that shortly.
Troubleshooting.
Troubleshooting.
Google Drive backup beta.
Google Drive backup, and that's in beta.
Export all files.
You could export your files.
Current note.
Then we come across current note.
Send.
Send, and that send is like sharing or something like that. Let's go down.
Floppy disk save.
Floppy disk save. In other words, it's just showing you that you can tap here to save. It doesn't mean that we're saving it to a floppy disk. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's keep going.
Delete.
We got delete,
Print export to PDF.
print/export to PDF.
App.
Then we hear app,
Premium status.
premium status. So if you tap here, you'll check your status to see as to whether or not you are a premium subscriber or not. And of course, I haven't subscribed. So if I tap here, of course, it's going to show me all that premium subscription and all of that. And so let's move on to the next item.
Share app.
Share the app.
Instructions, privacy and terms.
Instructions, privacy, and terms. Next,
Rate and feedback.
you could rate the app.
V4.0.4. Check for update.
All right, next,
Prerequisites and more.
next.
Required. Google app.
It says required Google app. In other words, it uses the Google app to power the voice dictation.
Go offline. Download languages.
You could use it offline, but before you do, though, you want to make sure that your language pack has been downloaded so you'll have that offline dictation capability.
Bluetooth. Offensive words and more.
Bluetooth, offensive words, and more. So in other words, just like you have in the voice dictation from Google, you can turn off offensive words so that when you say those words you're not supposed to say, it may just blip those things out. Next,
Additional services by us.
additional services by them. You tap here, it's going to show you what other additional services that they have running. Next.
New. Transcribe recordings.
And we hear new transcribed recordings. And so if we tap here, it's probably going to show us what it involves. We'll come back to that, but let's see if we have any more items.
Speech keys dictation keyboard.
Speech keys dictation keyboard. So basically, this is another keyboard of theirs. Just like you have Gboard, they have a keyboard that is intended for voice dictation. So it's not the same thing with Speechnotes, but it's another app of its own, which is a full-blown keyboard. However, if you go in here, if you have a newer device, it may say it's not compatible with your device, especially if you have version 13 or higher of Android. At least that's what I found out when I tried it a little while ago. The last item here we have is another app from them, and this one is called
Get the Text Reader.
Get the Text Reader. I mentioned something earlier about the transcription services. Let me go now to that item and take a look at what they say regarding that.
New. Transcribe recordings.
Let's tap here.
Web, Chrome. 80%. Automatic transcriptions for just 10 cents a minute. Fast turnarounds. WebView.
And so this is for transcribing your audio. So maybe you have an existing audio that you would like to transcribe to text. You could subscribe to this and be able to transcribe those. Let me simply triple tap with 2 fingers and let it read the information so we know what this is all about.
Sign in button. Speechnotes automatic transcription. Immediate results with just a few clicks. Heading 1. Sign in with Google button. Transcribe recordings, audio or video, using the most accurate automatic transcription engines. Secure and private. Heading 2. Video. Play button. Unmute button. Disabled. Enter full screen button. Show more media controls, menu pop-up button, more options. Elapsed time 0-100, video time scrubber, slider, total time 116. Fast turnaround, results within minutes. Includes timestamps, auto punctuation and subtitles at unbeatable price of only 10 cents a minute. Heading 2. Protects your privacy. No human in the loop, and unlike many other vendors, we do not keep your audio. Pay per use, no recurring payments. Upload your files or transcribe directly from Google Drive, YouTube or any other online source. Heading 3. Simple. No download or install. Just send us the file and get the results in minutes. Get started button. Asterisk. If you need human transcription, check out Go Transcript for human generated transcriptions. Want to know more? Heading 4. Bullet 1 of 3, level 1, 3 items. Documentation. Hollow Bullet 1 of 7, level 2, 7 items. Demo video. Hollow Bullet 2 of 7. About and FAQs. Hollow Bullet 3 of 7. Real life samples. Hollow Bullet 4 of 7. User manual. Hollow Bullet 5 of 7. Affiliates program. Hollow Bullet 6 of 7. API and webhooks. Hollow Bullet 7 of 7. Zapier hands-on demo. Bullet 2 of 3, level 1, 3 items. Useful. Hollow Bullet 1 of 5, level 2, 5 items. Automatically transcribe all your phone calls. Hollow Bullet 2 of 5. Minimize large files. Hollow Bullet 3 of 5. Convert WAV to MP3. Hollow Bullet 4 of 5. Convert WAV to FLAC. Hollow Bullet 5 of 5. Extract audio only out of video. Bullet 3 of 3, level 1, 3 items. Additional web apps. Hollow Bullet 1 of 2, level 2, 2 items. Dictation. Hollow Bullet 2 of 2. Text to speech reader. Real life samples. Heading 3. Transcription results are real, first taken untouched, automatically generated by using this software. Play button. Elapsed time 0-100, audio flag or the globe icons.
I stopped that. As you can see, it tells you all about the services that they have. And so if this is something that you need, then you could subscribe to it, of course, and choose it appropriately as it best fits your need. Let's go back now.
Quick tips. Speechnotes. Open navigation.
I am back in the main UI, and let's look at some of the items because I had talked about looking at the preferences. That's probably having some important items that we need to look at. So let's go ahead now and tap on that open navigation drawer again and go tap on preferences. I'll now tap on Open Navigation Drawer.
Open navigation drawer, button. Menu, delete.
I am now in the Open Navigation Drawer, and next we want to tap on Preferences.
Preferences.
Preferences, let's tap here and get started.
Settings. Navigate up, button.
I am now in the Preferences. Let's look at the items found within the Preferences. Starting from the top, here's what we got.
Auto save. When on, Speechnotes will automatically save every change you make. Switch, on, 2 of 16.
Next,
Auto upload to drive on save, currently off. Not recommended. 3 of 16.
it's up to you. If you want to be automatically uploaded to Drive, you could do so.
General, heading, 4 of 16.
General heading, and under that we've got
Bluetooth, offensive words and more, device level speech recognition settings, 5 of 16.
okay, next.
Dark theme, great for battery saving too. Switch, on, 6 of 16.
So by default it's set to dark mode. You could turn it off if you prefer it light. Let's keep going.
Listen in the background. If microphone is on, keep listening when turning screen off or sending the app to the background. Switch, off, 7 of 16.
So it's turned off by default, but if you want to be able to keep doing dictation with your screen shut off, you could turn this on. Next,
Premium features, heading, 8 of 16.
we now come to the premium features, and I'm supposing that everything below here will have to do with premium services subscription. So here's what we got.
Longest break premium, if no speech. Wait this long before turning off recognition. Premium feature, 9 of 16.
So in other words, you don't have to worry about those pauses. Even if you pause for a long time, when you start talking, it will recognize your voice and pick up your dictation from where you left off. So it's not going to cut you off just because you have paused. And that falls in the premium category. Next.
Beep premium, when recognition is lost for a moment. Switch, off, 10 of 16.
So in other words, it will beep if the recognition has been lost or something happens. It'll beep to let you know that I'm no longer hearing what you're saying. Next.
Future features. Not supported yet, and we don't want to make any promises, but here are some of the exciting features we're working on. Heading, 11 of 16.
So this has to do with things that they're dreaming of or thinking of doing, and they're not making any promises, but these are things that they may be working on. And here are some of those things that they may work on and bring to the app or may not bring to the app. We've got
Cloud sync and storage will be available with subscription, 12 of 16.
next,
Custom dictionary, 13 of 16.
next,
Arranging and collecting notes, 14 of 16.
next,
Checklist support, 15 of 16.
and the last one.
And more 3 period, 16 of 16.
And that's the last item there. Let's go back now to the menu either and
Quick
do
tips.
a little quick
Speech
dictation.
notes. Open navigation drawer.
So here we are in the menu I, and you could tap on the new, or in reality, there's really no need to actually tap on the new to start a voice dictation. You could simply tap on that button here at the bottom that we saw earlier, which is this button.
Click to start or pause speech recognition button.
And we're going to try that and see what happens.
Quick tips. Allow speech notes to send you notifications. Allow button. Music volume set to 100%.
And you could allow it, or you could say no.
Don't allow button.
It's up to you. I'll say don't allow for now.
Quick tips. Speech notes. Quick tips.
All right. So if I tap on that record or start listening or whatever again, that will start the voice dictation or open up the microphone and start listening for my voice dictation. I'll try that again.
Click to start or pause speech recognition button.
Let's tap here. Hello and welcome to Blind Android Users Podcast, period, new paragraph. This is a quick dictation, comma, to see if this works with my voice dictation or not, period, new paragraph. I will now bring this to a close, comma, and check what we have dictated so far, period.
Click to start or Hello and welcome to Blind Android Users Podcast.
I just put my finger down to stop the read back. And of course, now that we've dictated something, of course, we're going to find new buttons toward the bottom. Of course, we're still going to find things like undo, redo. But then we have a new item here. And here's what I'm talking about. Starting from the left, we've got that
Undo button.
undo, going right,
Redo button.
going right.
Copy all button.
There's that copy all. And of course, to the right there
Click to start or pause speech recognition button.
is that click to pause that speech recognition. And that's what we have in the way of the speech notes, which would cost you $23 for a lifetime or $2 a month if you prefer to go that route. Thanks for listening.